Good morning, everybody. It is the next day and we are out here already getting things worked on. Right now Gordon is moving some compost. We had a compost pile back here that he's working on. It's almost gone, but when we had gotten this property, there was a a circle driveway, and we had kind of removed that, and we wanted it just to be grass. So what he's doing now is there is areas on the front lawn that once it rains really heavy, it kind of just pools up there. So he is actually taking that compost dirt and kind of trying to level it out as much as possible. Also, in the fall time, we were working on our porch getting done, so it was pretty wet, and moving the tractor in and out of there, it did leave ruts in the driveway or in the lawn as well. So he's also trying to fill that in with dirt, just trying to get everything all level. So we're gonna be working on that, and then a little bit later we are gonna go ahead and get all the chickens moved out. Good morning, girls. Good morning. Lettuce? Yeah. All right, good morning. So it is a couple days after we had brought out the outdoor chicken tractor, and you may not be able to see it, but it is flurrying out. So we went from almost 80 degrees and it was like 35 this morning. Typical New York. So we do have the girls out. I am going to leave them in their coop for another day just so they know that this is where home is, but we do have the electric fence around for them. So they will be able to have some grass, forage a little bit for the bugs and worms and such. So I also have the meat birds that they're going to be going out into the barn today. All right, so the laying hens are now in their summer paddock area, their little coop that they're going to stay in for the rest of the summer. We're going to move them around the pasture, give them some grass to eat on. The meat birds are now in the coop in the barn, and that's where they'll stay to be finished off. And these 7 layer chicks that we have in here now have this whole tub to kind of roam around. It was getting a little crowded with those meat birds with how fast that they grow. So we do have the one black little chicken here. This is the one that I had hatched from the incubator, the only one that hatched from the incubator, and he or she is doing good. So I'll go ahead and show you that chick. Isn't it cute? Hi. Yeah. So our rooster is a lavender, and we have Brahmas, white Brahmas and brown Brahmas and Rhode Island Reds. So it's interesting that this came out. I don't know what lavender chicks look like, but he's so cute. Huh. All right, so I did want to talk about one more thing before we wrap this video up. Last night about 2 a.m., I was awake a little bit and I kept smelling cigarette smoke, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go and just check on the chicks downstairs, and I'm glad I did, because when I came downstairs to this room, it was full of smoke. And what had happened is, I'm assuming that one of the birds hit the heat lamp that we had in here. I had it on a bar, and it had fallen down, and the heat from the heat lamp was trying to catch the sawdust on fire. Probably user error on my end. I've had these guys for a couple weeks now, and it hasn't been an issue, but I could have probably secured the bar a little bit better. Either way, we were super lucky. If we weren't here, we both have full-time jobs, so if we weren't here, it could have caught it on fire. We could have lost our house. We could have lost the chicks. We could have lost our dogs that are in the house. Like, I did not sleep very well for the rest of the night. It definitely made me very anxious. So I unplugged everything. I think that it's warm enough down here now that I think that the chicks are going to be okay. But I did want to show you the lamp. So here it is. The black is from the sawdust, and you can see how that plastic melted. Which, I wish that they made a heat lamp that once it feels like it has hit something, that it will automatically shut off. But I have not found ones that did. So that was super unfortunate, super scary. The reviews on these lamps said that they were very safe. But again, if it wouldn't have been knocked over, it probably would have been a good heat lamp for me, because it didn't get overly hot on the outside. But I think with any heat lamp, once it touches the ground, whatever it's in contact with, it has enough heat that it'll try to burn it. So again, no more heat lamps, especially in the house. In the barn, like we're done with them. If we do get chicks next year, we'll probably do it later in the year where it's warm enough where we don't need the heat lamps, or do something different. I don't know, but now I'm a little too worried about it. So we'll see what the future holds with that. But thank you again for spending the part of the weekend and today with me. Please think about liking, subscribing, and sharing our videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay warm out there if you're in New York. It is snowing even heavier now, but I think within a couple days you're back in the 80s. So have a great day, guys.